Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be replacing the blower motor on my Bryant AC unit, furnace AC unit here. I took the doors off and I taped the safety switch. As you can see, there's a lot of noise coming from back there. In a few minutes here, this thing will basically overheat and shut down, and I'll show you the sound it makes. This is the motor we're going to be replacing, or we're going to be putting in there. This is basically the cheapest one on Amazon. It was $120. It comes with its own capacitor. I replaced the capacitor on this one and it actually worked really well for a few days, but now it's again making noises and overheating like it was before. So hopefully replacing this blower motor will work. Here's the specs on it. I'll put a link down below where you guys can pick up one of these blower motors. But as you can see, this is really noisy. In a few minutes here, it's going to basically lock up and go make a sound, and then it'll shut off completely. So let me pause you guys, and I'll show you guys that sound when it starts making it. Alright guys, so it starts to make this noise here, where it's basically completely stops spinning. It makes that noise. So I'm just going to shut the power off. Before you work on these, you only shut the power off, and I'll show you guys how to discharge the capacitor down there. That's mainly the only dangerous part there. That thing can hold a charge. If you're curious, this is my model and serial number of my AC unit. And again, you can also, when you pull out your blower motor here, you can look up the specs and then you can use that to buy a new motor. This one I got off Amazon. I got the cheapest one because it was the only one that would ship out quickly, and I need this thing to be working quickly. So let me show you guys how to pull this out, and we'll start replacing it. All right, so I turned the power off, took off my doors. As you can see, these are the doors. They have these little things here. You just spin those around, pretty easy to get off. And now I'm just going to discharge my capacitor here. I've never actually had one of these spark, so I think this is just kind of something you do to be extra safe. But basically, you want an insulated screwdriver. So either plastic or rubber here. I put a glove on too, just for extra security. And I've tested this, so now I know that's been discharged. There's no power to this unit. Next thing I'm going to need to do, well, every AC is a little bit different. Mine has these little tabs up here. See if I can get you guys oriented there. I'm going to need to bend these back. But before I do that, there's actually a little screw in them. So I'm going to need to undo that screw on both sides. So let me grab what I need to do that. Alright, so I'm going to undo these screws. I can get it out here. And there's screw number 1, came out. And here's screw number 2. And then these little tabs should bend back a lot easier when they're not screwed in. See if they can even, yeah, they come back by hand even. Once you have that screw out of there, just get those out of your way so that you can pull this out. This is on tracks basically. It's basically a blower wheel with the motor in there. And I'll pull this guy out here, and I'll take this tape off my switch so this thing doesn't turn on. Even though I have the power off, you can never be too careful. Okay, as you can see now, this thing moves around pretty freely. I've got the tabs. Got it out for these tabs here. So I should be able to just pull. And we'll see. Yeah, it's moving. There you go. So you kind of have to pull down a little bit on these tabs. And once you've done this a few times, like I have, you get a little better at it. First time you're sort of like, is there something holding it in still or not? There it goes. And it kind of gets caught on the lip here. You've got these wires, try and keep those from getting crunched. Now these wires, you can kind of get out of the way so they don't hold me up here. There it goes. And now I'll keep backing up because this thing comes out all the way. And sometimes you have to disconnect the wires on the control board. I think I can leave mine mostly connected for right now. I will have to take that capacitor off, put on a new capacitor. Make some working room for me here. Got my 2 screws. And we'll keep pulling. And we're just catching some wires here. And again, this motor is really hot. So I must be a little bit careful when you're replacing it. Good chance it overheated. It's going to be hot. Now I've got it out. So that's the motor we're going to be replacing. Again, it's hot. It'll be interesting to see if we can open it up. Got this ground wire right here. Got these wires that come out the bottom. Come up to here. They attach to the board. So hopefully I won't actually have to do too much electrical work. I can just attach the wires to the board. And this is the capacitor here that we'll hook our new capacitor up to. So let me get this box opened up. I'll kind of start taking this apart, and I'll talk with you guys as we go. All right, guys, so first hiccup is I think my motor's got a built-in bracket on it. So a lot of the ones, they have a bracket that's removable and you can put on the new motor. So this doesn't have a built-in bracket, so I don't think it'll work with my AC unit. Luckily I got this on Amazon, so we'll put it back. But this is what it looks like. It is nice that it has all these connections that will connect right to your board. Sometimes you have to solder wires and or wire nut them back together. And it looks like a nice motor, but unfortunately we'll not be able to use this one. So I'll find one that's got one of these built-in brackets. As you can see, it's kind of just attached to the frame there. There's no screws or anything that this will come off with. So let's get back on the internet and I'll get back with you guys. All right, guys, so I got the right motor now. See how it's got this built-in bracket here? This is where I ordered it from. Got my laptop here. It's a Carrier HB41TR104 motor. I ordered it off partshnc.com. They had the best price. After taxes and shipping and everything, they did charge for shipping. It went up to like $350, but that was still better than other places. So I'll put a link down below. Interestingly enough, the label on this one's different than the one, but I couldn't find one with the same label. This is, let me see if I can zoom in on this label here. Ocean brand, broad ocean motor, but it matches all the criteria. Looks like it's about the same. We'll compare them here once we get them out, but let's work on getting this motor over here out. So what you're going to need, there's like a little holding screw on the side here. As you can see down in there. Let's see if I can get a good angle. So we're going to loosen up this holding screw. See if I can get in there. And you don't want to use, then we'll loosen up the, there it goes, got it. Pretty easily, mine came off. Then we'll try and loosen up this, so then I can spin it out by hand. You don't have to take it all the way out. Next you want to loosen up your shaft. There's a flat part on the shaft. Mine's already spinning freely, so I don't think I need to loosen it up. You don't want to ding up the shaft or else it'll be difficult to remove. So I think this will come right out. If you have trouble getting the shaft free, you can put some like anti-seize spray in there. And next I just need to pull this out. So there's got the 4 screws plus the wires. And I think wires won't be too difficult here. We'll have to make sure we take a picture. I'm going to undo these 4 screws and the wires. I'll put you guys on a time lapse for this part. and then I'll get back with you just because I think it'll take a while. All right, guys, so I got the AC working. I got this is the old motor out. I had a bunch of footage, but I messed up and there had no sound on my phone. So I went ahead and scrapped that. Figured I would just give you guys a summary. So I got this guy out, and then I actually took my blower wheel out and hosed that off, got all the dust off of it. And then you're gonna wanna lay the assembly on its side, and then you can drop your new motor in and have the wires coming out. And then basically what I did is I disconnected the red from the old motor, then put on the new red to the circuit board for basically the new motor. And I just matched up the colors. I would take a picture just in case one of these pops off while you're setting it up. Hook your ground up to that screw that was there. These go to your capacitor. And then these other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 wires go on the circuit board. It's not too terrible. If you got any questions, put them in the comments below. I'm sorry the sound got lost from my other footage. Let me know what you guys think I should do with this motor, whether recycle it or open it up, or if there's fun projects people do with these. It'd be kind of cool to hook it up to like an alternator out of it somehow. Not sure if that would be possible or not. Again, I think the main issue with this motor was the bearings. It overheated probably because the capacitor was going bad, or there was too much dust, or I didn't replace the filter because it's pretty dusty. But this shaft isn't supposed to move, it goes up and down, and that probably led to it overheating, or one of the seals in there may have overheated and melted. That's why it's moving. But the new AC has been working well. Today's the day after. I thought I was gonna have all the footage I needed, but when I went to go upload it, I noticed I didn't have any sound. But thanks for watching, guys. If you got any questions, again, drop this in, 4 screws. Make sure you put the screw on the flat part of the shaft for when it turns. I tighten it, hand tighten it, and then crank it down with a wrench. Get all your wiring set up. It all just, again, you don't have to do any soldering or anything with this model. It all just plugs into the little steel or metal parts on the circuit board, and it's working great. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time. But here's the sound of my new working AC. Sounds great. Nice cold air. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.